Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are going to make a lot of rockets actually. I just really want to get the rocket situation just done. So maybe that's what we'll do today, just launch a lot of rockets. So what we also do need to do is get copper really coming through. And the best way to do that may actually be, you know what, I never want those anymore. Even those are suspect now. What I really want is I need to make some inserters, some faster inserters. So probably like 150 of those. And then just, we've got this cool little plan here, which just upgrades my inserters. So we're just going to upgrade all those to express stack inserters. Now, of course, we don't have the resources for them yet, but that's okay. We'll have them in a moment. So we'll get that sorted in just a second, but for now, that will be a good start. We also need to get some ultimate belts, so that way we can really launch stuff faster that way too. And saying destination full. Oh yes, because there's already a train at the network. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so let's get a lot of cool stuff together, and then we'll see what happens. Always got to get your cool stuff together. Like, I shouldn't have to tell anyone that. If your cool stuff, look around you. If your cool stuff is currently not together, stop, get it together, proceed. Okay, so we're going to get the copper coming through faster first, and then we are going to improve rocket fuel production. And that might need some moving around of pipes and some pumps and, you know, all that good stuff, but that is the big slowdown now. So, let's get copper sped up first, and then let's see what we can do. Overall, I don't like that these are using blues. I just really want these changed up to greens. You know, I don't even care that that's going to speed up some other things. It's fine. Okay, and then that should speed up all of this. It didn't, but that's okay. We can manually do that. If I stand here for a second, it'll probably just decide to speed up itself for no real reason. Actually, a little surprised it hasn't done that out of nowhere. And that also needs to be ultimate speeds as well. So the idea here is we just want to make sure aluminium just goes real fast and we never have any problems with it for the foreseeable future. So that's good. Let's just get copper spit. Oh, sure. Now they all want to launch. That's just typical. Anyway, let's go over here and make sure my bots are going fast enough. I feel like these are actually going to be slowed down. Well, actually, now that... No, I got another plan. Hey, Lord Platypus, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so we are going to chuck a couple of these down and just make them fast. And that should give me a lot of copper. Because copper is really where we need to just make sure we have huge amounts of it. Because if we don't, then we get into the sort of sticky situation that we're in now, where aluminium sort of collapses. And I'm not cool with that. My light is flickering in an uncomfortable way. Shouldn't be doing that. We're about to turn into a horror game. It's October, we're about to go into spooky games territory, I suppose. Not really what I expected today, but that's just what it's going to be. Sometimes spooky game happens when you don't intend it. Alright, and we do need to speed these up as well. Alright, so you know what that will do. Copper's probably coming in at a sort of half decent pace now. Let's just double check that. Yeah, half decent. decent enough. That's what I'll say. So the next thing we need to do is we need to speed up our rocket fuel. Now that's going to be a situation of needing a lot of ammonia, and we're going to improve that by... There's a few ways we're going to improve that. One of the problems we're going to run into very soon, if actually we've already run into it, is this kind of produces a little too slowly, so we need to get that done. Get that coming through a bit faster, and that'll hopefully reduce the sodium chloride. Now, we need more rocket fuel. Now, we can do it this way, because honestly, these are like a final production chain, so I see no harm in speeding the heck up. Also, these are using these slow little inserters. Super cute, not good though. So hopefully that... Oh, we may actually have problems over here as well. That's alright. Just speed everything up. Unless you can take efficiency modules, which it looks like you can't. So I don't care about you anymore, just be fast. And hopefully paper's going to be reducing, but who honestly knows. Then the problem is not enough ammonia. Okay, we suspected that was coming. I know that was coming because I've done a little bit of research around here already, and I already saw that coming. That's because that's the sort of level of hope that you get in this channel. It's not even hope, it's just I knew it was coming. So the problem is we don't have enough nitrogen gas. So nitrogen gas, we can speed that up in a few ways, but the fastest way to speed it up is to do this. And then to get this a little bit out of the way, and get a pump going that shoots everything in the way that I want it to be shot. Okay, and that should mean the nitrogen should be getting much more supplies of nitrogen coming up this way, but we may still have a problem, not because of a lack of nitrogen, because it needs to be split just a little bit more. You know, that pump is super all over the place. So at the rate we're going to run out of speed module 3s. No real complaints from me, I think that's life. And there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, aside from using less module 3s, but, you know, who's got time for that? And that should be pushing a lot more oxygen through. If anything, these are actually still a bit slow for other reasons. So we can speed them up as well. We're just going nuts with modules today. Because why not? This thing's breathing so fast, it's panicked. We're scared the air filter. Is that a good thing? I literally do not know. Okay. So we're going to put that like that, and we're going to split this a little bit more. So that way we've got nitrogen coming in from the other side. And that should mean that these are all going faster. Hydrogen is probably the thing we're going to run into problems with next, and sure enough, absolutely, you've got to flex those modules. I've got a lot of them. I have what I would consider near infinite modulage. And you know it's true because I said the word modulage, which is a real word that I have not just made up in a panic. Oh, okay. You guys are going to take some stuff from me. That's cool. But yeah, we've got serious modulage. That damn right. You gotta... As they do. Okay. I don't know why I had to do dab as well, but dabbing has happened. This is now a dab-friendly stream, whether you wanted it or not. I certainly didn't want it, but here we are. Okay, so now we need hydrogen. Now the good news is hydrogen should be fairly easy to obtain because we've got all this down here. The only problem is it is currently being burnt away. So let's not burn it away. That's the new strategy. That's also being burnt away this side. Oh no. Who just gets all these resources and just burns them away like a fool, honestly? Like, we got all these resources, we just burn them first resort. We don't even think about what we could do with this hydrogen. Speaking of what we could do with this hydrogen, it does actually look like hydrogen isn't a problem anymore. But just in case it becomes a problem, let's keep getting that hydrogen in here. And the line I was using was here, so we'll keep bringing that in. Because it's better to be prepared for shortages than not prepared, I suppose. That was a really good alignment. You may know... Wow, how did I... Hang on, do I have my mouse moving on its own? I do. Great. Sometimes the controller tries to be a mouse. And that causes my mouse cursor to move slightly. Because if I picked up my controller here, so I got to it both hands. So, because my controller's dead zone isn't great, and sometimes if it's just off a bit, it does that. So, it's kind of a neat trick, but also frustrating when you're trying not to do that. We're going to need more of this stuff, I think. Thankfully, that's... Okay, we're going to need more of this stuff. What a surprise. Flip that, flip that, flip that. Okay, great. So now we should be producing a lot more stuff. Now we are at 119 rockets launched total so far. Fuel is still the problem, and we're going to keep doing this until fuel is no longer a problem. That light is still flickering. That's scary. You know what? We are turning that light off, and we're going to get a new light for next stream. Because that is flickering in a scary manner. So, alright. I don't want to be afraid of a light bulb, thank you very much. And you can't make me be. Well, I guess you don't have to be. I can be afraid of a light bulb of my own, thank you very much. Now, interesting fact, we've got all this sodium hydroxide. I have a funny feeling I actually kind of want to prepare sodium hydroxide on this side. Or rather, not prepare it, but bring sodium in from the side. Probably the better wording to put. Now, we don't care about the purified water. Purified water is easily obtainable by anyone from your local purified water store. If you don't know where your local purified water store is, you're just going to have to check your local phone book. If you don't have a local phone book anymore, just suffer, you get no pure water. It's really how it goes. It's a sad life, but that's yours now. That's going the wrong way. It's probably important that it goes the right way. And it does probably need to also pick up from the right place. So that'll help supplement my sodium hydroxide, because we do appear to be using a lot more of it than we used to be. And that should also make more rocket fuel. Now, how fast does this actually want? We can speed it up just a tad. If we go too much faster, though, we're going to start running into problems. No, we can go one more faster, I reckon. And then we are... Yeah, at this point, 0.50, we can't really go much faster without just building more. Which is also an option, of course, but not one we're doing right now. That does not have enough water coming through it. That's kind of funny. And now it does. So that should make more saline water as well. And ammonia is going through reasonably quickly. Rocket fuel is kind of backing up. Of course, if rocket fuel is backing up, that means we're just not making enough rocket fuel. Needless to say, really. I always lose the beacons. There we go. So we just want more rocket fuel. That should do that beyond what I can possibly use. And look, it's bringing in lots of rocket fuel, so that's good. Now, what do we want? Connect more acid. Okay, so we've done a couple of those. Connect more acid. Yeah, that's kind of a weird one that we probably should fix about now. But also, I noticed that we're not getting a lot of speed modules. That is a crime. Why are we not getting more speed modules? It's because we literally do not have enough of these coming through, which is kind of funny. Lack of solder is probably also an issue, which by my accounts it shouldn't be, but here's the future we're in, where lack of solder is in fact a problem we have. Not really any particular reason we have solder, it's just these are slow. So, speed them up then, I guess. There you go. Maybe even just put some module zeros in there just to add a little bit more speed. And maybe even upgrade this. Okay, so that should help. We are still seeing a lot of things being built, so I guess I'm not too worried. How are we going with the production side? It's coming, it's a bit slow for some reason. Let's actually up these as well, that's probably not helping. But adding production modules into there will probably help immensely. And put some speed in there as well, because why the heck not? Yeah, and that'll only ever be a good thing. Also, I noticed that they are not really splitting them. I don't know if I like that. I'll rephrase that. I definitely don't. But that'll help. Okay, good. As I say, I don't know how many more chips I need to make, and at some point I can just turn those off. But it's nice to have them going. We're making a lot of 2s. But of course, whenever it's making 3s, that does mean that, you know, it's making 3s right now, which is cool, actually. Okay. Let's see how my rocket production is going, and then let's figure out what is lacking to get science faster. Science looks like it's currently doing a moment. And not really anything problematic. Maybe power could be an issue soon, but not too worried about that right now. And sure enough, fuel is the problem still, because we are lacking this stuff still. Okay, well, we can make more of this. That's actually not too difficult. We just need to find a good space for it. Wood shouldn't be a problem. We've got plenty of wood. In fact, this looks like a good space for it right here, doesn't it? So if we do... Got a bit of space over here, should be alright. Might need to move this pipe around, actually. Just to keep the pipe out of the way, it'd be just a little bit nicer to do that. Okay, so that puts the copper pipe around the side. We've got a completely empty pipe of methane gas. I don't know if I particularly care right now. What does matter is we've got this, and we've got this, which has 3 apart. There we go, that's good. Okay. That will produce some things that we need. Got it. Now, of course, we will need to get some salination plants, but that's not a big deal. We can do that. Okay, so that's going to be the algae. Now, the good news is this stuff... Oh, then we need to get wood. So that's going to be pretty basic as well. We can even do that sort of from here. Can we increase productivity yet? No, we cannot. Okay, well, we're not going to do that then, are we? It's a simple question. Can we do it? No. Then don't do it. Problem solved. Solved another mystery. That's how mysteries are solved around here. Simple cause and effect of can I do it? No. Don't do it then. Alright, so that's going to give us my fibers. Good. Then with the fibers and the brown algae, I can make this stuff. But I'm also going to need to make more of that on its own, so that's not a problem. So the next question is how we're going to do this, and it's not really a question because it's super simple. Yeah, just do it. Look at that, it's done. Now, of course, we do need to get a salination plant, but that'll be sorted in a moment. Okay. Now, do we still need... Yeah, we're going to need sodium as well, but that shouldn't be a problem as well. Visible confusion. Okay, no, we're good. Because that also gets from here. Yes, it gets from here. So let's just start connecting this and let's figure out where we're going wrong, shall we? Because there'll be somewhere we're going wrong here, but I don't know where it is just yet. I mean, aside from, of course, the fact that we don't have any saline water, which, I mean, easy fix here. It's always important whenever you've got a fix of anything, just say easy fix so the game knows you're being serious. Because the last thing you want is the game to think you're fooling. I ain't fooling. This is simple stuff. Now, per minute it's going to do 9.6 thousand. Per minute these need... That's super fine. That's what happens when you're not fooling. There's some charcoal on the ground there, but I don't particularly care for it. Or about it. I just don't care, that's what I'm saying. And that's how the game also knows how you're hardcore, when you just don't care about charcoal on the ground. It's like, but charcoal is needed. I'm like, is it though? And the game's like, oh damn, he's serious. Anyway. That got weird, like, immediately. And we need to power that. A little bit worried about the amount of wood coming through. We may need to boost that. Are these all running? They are. Maybe if I boost this by making an ultimate plant, that would probably make this a bit more efficient. Also, just upgrade these. Yeah, so that'll be bringing us more wood. That's good. It's like I always say, you can never have too much wood. I don't know why I say that. I should probably stop. But I will never stop, because you can never have too much wood. It's a rule. Okay, and with that, we have this cool stuff. This cool stuff is very important, because then we will do something like that. Something like that, but not exactly that. Because there's this methane gas pipe that's coming right through here, and I'm not happy about it. So let's just get the methane gas coming out this way. Cool. There's also a plastic pipe coming through here, but I don't think I care about that at all. Okay, and then we need to get the sodium hydroxide, which the good news is we actually already have a plan for a decent amount of that. Which is sort of like this. Yeah, it's sort of exactly like that. And then that will just get stuck. Awesome. Meanwhile, it appears the base is grabbing the things that it thinks it needs, which I appreciate actually. Good work, base. I do actually need those things. I'm like going, the base is taking things it thinks it needs. What a stupid. But no, base is smarter than I am. Let's not forget that. Like, I don't think anyone would forget that, because... Yeah, what does they say about intelligent design? Because this isn't it. I don't know what it is they say about intelligent design, but I can say for certainty, this isn't it. Okay, and then we go, okay. We do that? Yes, we can. Oh, geez, if you didn't know better, that would almost look like that was designed like that. Okay. But you know better than that. I'm going to pretend that didn't just happen, and I'm happy now. Okay, so this will make stuff once we actually get chlorine connected to it, which we haven't done yet. Awkward. Good news is we've got some chlorine, and we can probably always get more should it be required in a moment. Which it very well may be required very soon. And yeah. And that should allow us to construct more rocket fuel. I mean, once we get this part sorted out. So we're going to go some stack inserters here. Actually, what I do want to do is probably at this point split the paper. So paper can go up. Yep, that's probably good. Paper go up, everything else go down. In fact, go straight into here. Oh no. I am playing SeaBlock. Also, welcome. Okay, so that gets rid of, well, the stuff that we need. It's not even getting rid of it. That's why we're doing this. And the paper can just go into here, because screw paper, we don't really want it. But I guess it makes more wood, so that's cool, I suppose. Okay, SeaBlock. The whole point of SeaBlock is that the very start of the game, you are on an island with very little things. Everything you make is constructed from the sea or the air. So, for instance, just as an example, there's no mining, for instance. So all the ore that I'm making, it comes from the sea. We dredge it up. We turn the water into hydrogen, oxygen, and slag. The slag at the moment, I'm quite far in the game now. The slag is melted down into slurry. That slurry is then filtered. Filtered somewhere. It is filtered into mineral sludge. That mineral sludge then makes any metal you need. As I said, I'm quite far in the game now, so hasn't always been like that. It starts off a lot less convoluted. It starts off a different level of convoluted. But yeah, that's what it is. It's all about constructing everything from the sea. It does add a lot of depth to the game. There is a lot of stuff going on. The technology tree is ridiculous. They added a lot more types of metals. But the good news is you never run out. You never have to go looking for more mines. But it is a long game. So you'll see 247 to 249, that's how many hours I've been playing. Well, 247 is how many I've been playing. And by the end of today's session, whatever the other number is, 249 is how long I would have been playing. I am getting closer to the end though. So hopefully very soon I will be done with all of this. But hey, that's what SeaBlock is. I am way out of resources. I need to get a resupply of stuff. But yeah, it's a much bigger game. How does it end? Okay, so normally SeaBlock ends when you launch, or normally Factorio, as you know, ends when you launch a rocket. Kind of the same idea, except, well, everything with SeaBlock is a little more complicated. So I have launched 122 rockets. Some of those rockets have included devices such as protection fields, fusion reactors, habitation, a bunch of stuff. Right now what I'm working towards is the faster than light drive, which is requiring 200,000 science of a bunch of different colors. So right now the reason I'm launching rockets is I need 200,000 space science to create the FTL drive. Well, to research the FTL drive. Once that's launched into space along with all the other stuff, then we're done. So we are getting so close. We've got all the equipment needed to build the FTL drive, we just don't have the research. And the research is difficult, and I probably need to make sure that's going all well in a moment. But I just wanted to finish my rocket fuel, and then we should be good. Okay, so let's get this paper out of the way. And then hopefully, once the paper's moving a little bit faster. Yeah, that's good. So that should be producing. Okay, if you're new to the game, this is definitely not the mod you start with. But honestly, it's one of my favorite mods that I've played. Because, hey, look, biters will never come and bite you. But, I mean, okay, red science, which is the first science, it's a lot more it's not a lot more complicated. But it does require like 3 or 4 things. And then every science gets way more complicated. So, for instance, red science, which... No, if I type science, it's probably better. Red science, which is some iron and some copper, but you need to refine them both. It's not too bad. Then green science is Atmos instrumentation, which takes microcircuits, which takes micro wafers, which takes wafer stamps, and you need to use more materials. But much like Factorio that you're aware, like familiar with, it does escalate in a way that you get used to it. Of course, my suggestion would be play the base game Factorio a couple of times before coming SeaBlock. But I personally love SeaBlock. I think it's a very chill run. Nothing really goes too wrong. And these are all being constructed. That's concerning. What's not being constructed? These things. Really? We must have just run out of tungsten for a while. But it is a really neat mod, and I really love it. There's a lot going on in it, though. But, you know, not having to worry about mining does make things easier, but sometimes the chains is a little bit more complex. At some point, someone in chat is going to go, not as complex as pi. I know it. You guys are always doing this. I say this lovingly, though. And it's not, it's far from the most complex one, but yeah. If you're patient, it's a pretty good mod. And that's probably the main thing you need for this game is patience for Factorio SeaBlock. Yep, so space exploration, no. Space exploration is another different thing, and I'm probably going to be playing that after I'm done with this. I don't know if anything's going to stop me from doing space exploration. That one looks neat, but I haven't touched it yet. But I've got my eyes on it, don't you worry. So, Zephyroff, sorry. Zephyroff? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. How long have you been playing for? What is your achievement as a Factorio player? And I am not diminishing your achievements in any way. Your achievements are your own, and they are all great. Whether your achievement be you automated red science, or you launched 100 rockets a second, your achievements are your achievements. And I think we do need to improve tungsten again. Because I don't like that it's ever running out of tungsten. Gosh, it's a long way to tungsten. Okay, tungsten, how are we doing, buddy? Out of yellows, huh? Why? Laziness. Of the highest order. I'm sorry, I don't remember ordering laziness with my factory. Yes, that is space exploration. That's why I'm excited to play it. So this game ends once you actually gain the ability to travel faster than light. But... oh, nice! Yeah, blue chips are a bit tricky, aren't they? Yeah, I respect that. How are we doing with... okay, I was worried that we are going to be running out of calcium, but we're not yet. Yeah, the game does ramp up a bit once you start having to deal with more fluids such as oil refining, but I think it's good. Where is this line going? It's clearly a red catalyst line, but where the heck is it going? Oh, it's coming up this way. Oops. Yeah, biters are the nature of the game. Being attacked by biters is just part and parcel. Okay, you know what? We're going to speed some of these up. Because I see no harm in having these being a bit faster. Okay, so now that we've sped up things over in Tungsten Land, this is now apparently called Tungsten Land. I'm just as surprised as you are. Looks like the slowdown is this, which is great. Because that can be made faster pretty easily. Oh man, if you can get grenades, grenades are a great way to deal with trees. It's not eco-friendly, but you know, the trees started the war, and you just gotta finish it. Alright, tungsten Improvements are abound. Good. Love to hear it. You gotta deal with trees. Force is the only language those things understand. They are vile creatures. I mean, the biters aren't much better, obviously, but the trees, they're the real enemy. And probably don't need to go faster than this, but let's... No, you know what? I said don't need to... actually, no, never mind. We do need, still need to go faster than that. Okay, so these are slow because reasons. So they should be faster for better reasons. Okay, and hopefully again that speeds things up and just really gets things moving is my hope. Or schmoovin' if you wish. If you do not wish, things will not schmoove. It's entirely up to you, the schmoove ratio. Alright, so hopefully... If I check tungsten bars, let's just check this. Wait, does tungsten even come in bars? No, it comes in powders. Okay. Tungsten powders, has it increased? You know what? It has. It has increased. To... yeah, from 1.9 to 2.7k. That's good. And I'm seeing these filling up faster, which is exciting me. The only thing that would probably excite me... oh, no, I thought the train just arrived, but it did not. I was tricked. Again. Tungsten is an element. Element symbol W for wolfram. But regardless, tungsten is a powder. But I don't know much about tungsten, like in reality, aside from its elemental symbol, and it's actually also called wolfram. Aside from that, I know nothing about tungsten. Aside from I need more of it than I'd ever suspect. Now hopefully this will fill up this train real quick. I don't know if it doesn't really need to be filled up right now, but we'll get there pretty quick actually. I could make it a step faster actually, and that might be a neat idea. Take it one step further out. Okay. That's going to, of course, kill power, but that's alright. It's a short-term thing. And there's a pipe right in the way of what I was wanting to work on. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Probably should have looked at the pipes before doing that, but oh well, never mind, we're here now. So it's hardly balanced what I'm doing here, but balance is in the eye of the beholder. A very balanced beholder. The idea is that I really want this train to be filled up quickly when it arrives. Because it is actually needed to go somewhere now. My goodness. Maybe a slightly bigger cargo container might be a good idea on this train. And it has run out. It's okay. Where's it even going? Well, it needs 300 seconds before it goes without a full cargo. And it goes to yellow science. Okay. Cool. That's actually encouraging. Believe it or not. We're probably going to need to get more sintering ovens. Oh, nice. Look, if you can properly signal trains, that is a part, like, there's a couple of parts which just really throw players off. Signaling trains is definitely one of them. The other one is oil. So if you're doing either one of those things, I mean, good job. Because it can be tough when you're new. The next trick is, can you stop train blocks? And again, that's fine if you can't, because I run into them all the time. I need sintering ovens. In fact, I want sintering 3s. Somewhere I'm requesting sintering 2s. I don't want those. Yeah, none of those, please. Train blocks, such as when two trains are trying to get into the same place, but they can't because they're blocked by another train. Signaling is probably the better way to put it. That was bad language on my part. But yeah, there's common traffic jams that can be caused by trains. Like for instance, this train trying to be in the same network. If another train needed to get through here, that could jam it. And look, when you get there, it's fine. Everyone does it. But honestly, my best advice is, you know, don't use blueprints. Like, I know people have all these blueprints online. Figure it out yourself. It is actually a better way to learn, and it's more fun. Of course, you know, you do you. Who am I to tell you how to enjoy a game? I'm just some guy on the internet. And this is looking okay. That should be more tungsten. Power's doing okay. Oh, we have 1,000 steam turbines now? Sheesh. Is that filling up a full belt? Pretty much, yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, that's cool because that means when this train comes back, when it feels like it, I wonder if that train's using a level 3 engine. If it's not, it's about to. So I'm going to wait here for the train to come back and then see if I can make it a little bit faster. Because I would really prefer the train not getting slowed down. Especially not this one, because it is so instrumental to my sciences. Oh man, construction bots are the best. You'll love them. I love them. Can't tell you how you'll feel about them, but I love construction bots. Logistics bots are a little bit weirder and confusing because you've got to figure out how logistics networks work. I mean, you can get through the game without doing it, but if I had to build this base without any construction bots, I would have lost my absolute bloody mind by now. Because it's just nice to, when you've made something, to just go, I want another one, and just copy and paste it. And the bots go, yep, done. Okay, this is using a... Hang on. Yeah, that's using a level 1 train. That's not cool. Okay, so let's just... Oh, let's see if I remember how to do this. First off, let's get rid of that train. Then connect that train to that. Give it some fuel. Disconnect. I've forgotten how to do the disconnection. Controls, train. Nope. G and V. Okay, good. Okay, get rid of that train. Put that one connected. Wonderful. That's all we like to see. And this train's just going to do a quick spin. Just because it wasn't quite on line and I should have backed it up, but that's okay. We're just testing the train. If the engine explodes, we know we're in trouble. That's a joke, the engine will not explode. Oh. Well, it's got somewhere to go, so I guess I'm riding a train somewhere. I love how the right side of my base has just so many train stops, and the left side is just like, I mean, I guess there's two. It's like two or three of them. If you need them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so this train's going much faster than the old train. Like, the old train had a max speed of 259. This train, yeah. And, in fact, it got here before it even ran out. Heck yeah, that's what we want to see. Cool. So the trains did not run out of fuel this time. Sorry, the station did not run out of tungsten this time, which is heckin' cool. Let's make slightly bigger beacons. Just because I would rather these be faster than they currently are. Because cobalt is slowing us down. It's not cobalt slowing us down, it's tiny little baby arms. Who the heck invited tiny little baby arms to the factory? There we go. Gosh, tiny little baby arms can only carry 4 things at once. So tiny baby arms. Alright, so that should actually prove everything, maybe? Wow, okay, that's not great actually. Because one belt... Okay, new plan. We're going to split this a little bit. And we are going to make more cobalt. We didn't think this was coming, but here we are. Where are we going to make more cobalt? I have not got a lot of space in this area. Okay. Because this actually really shouldn't be running into issues. Okay. Cobalt sort of fits down there. It's a little bit messy, but it'll do the job. What, do you just not want to put pipes down there? You lazy? Okay. Lazy factory. Okay. Well, if you need any help, Zafroff, just let me know and I'll help you the best I can. I've been playing this game for far, far too long, and you'd think that means I'd be good at it, but no, unfortunately not. But I can still help if you want it. Because this is, honestly, in my mind, one of the best games. I know that's like the sort of thing that everyone says about their favorite game, but I think this is actually just a truly remarkable game. I can't help but notice I got no cobalt, probably because I didn't connect it. And that's not also going to do anything because that's not connected, nor is that because I was being lazy with my corners. Now, hopefully, if this is all correct... Yes, it is. So we're going to connect this like that, and then we're going to split. We're going to come back down and around. Okay. And then this is an extra belt of tungsten. I suppose we need to connect that too. And what are we doing using these tiny little beacons when we can use big beacons? And what are we doing using tiny little speed modules when we can use big speed modules? And that's all. That's the entire joke. I got nothing more after that one. That's also not connected. Wow. Way to connect things. Oh, and those don't even have power. My goodness. What are we doing here? What is this ramshackle operation we're running here? Are we running a factory or a daycare? Well, whichever one I'm running, if you do it wrong, people are going to get hurt. So, I don't really have an answer what I'm running here, but I probably don't want people to get hurt, so there's probably a good answer. Okay, good. Now that's increased my thermal capacity storagey things and should further improve sciences. Yellow science hopefully is picked up in speed. Oh wow, it's actually dropping them off. It had over 100 and... Wow, it had like 2,000. That's full 1% of what we needed. For now. Okay, good. But we've improved yellow science, and that's what really mattered. How's the rockets going? Okay. Fuel is no longer a problem. Appears to be RCUs. Which, I mean, that's kind of what I'd expect, honestly. RCUs being slow is nothing new. Speed modules are slow, that's ironic. Because of not enough insulated wires. Interesting, why not? Not enough rubber, huh? What's wrong with rubber? We should have tons of resin. Why do we not have tons of resin? Alright, time to check the resin. Ugh. What's going on in the wrong in the old resin farm? Nothing. It's going fine. Which means the problem is that it's just too slow. So we'll improve the resin farm by making more resin. This will probably kill something in the way of resources. Obviously not actually kill something. And how much does this actually produce? This is producing 1.4 per minute. Sorry, per second. Which means this pipe is actually not going to contain all the resin properly. Which is interesting and a pain. This pipes can only hold 1,000 per second usually. Okay. Where else is using a resin that might need it? Because I can always... Fiberglass boards. Yeah, I could send some up to Big Blue directly. And sure enough, like we suspected, we're having problems with... I'd say we're having problems with urea gas, but I think the problem is that it's not being split up either. It's not. Okay. So we're just going to split up urea gas a bit better. We're going to connect it down to the back line. We've got Christmas lights at the moment, that's interesting. Wasn't really expecting Christmas lights, but here we are. Formaldehyde, okay. Why do we have a shortage of formaldehyde? No real reason. Just felt like it, I guess. And that's honestly the only reason you ever need, just felt like it. Need more carbon dioxide, that's not a new problem. Yeah, it's interesting. It's actually backed up wood bricks. Which is a weird sentence if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Backed up wood bricks. Okay, so let's speed them up as well. And hopefully we'll get into a situation very soon where these backed up wood bricks are not as backed up anymore. Carbon dioxide is coming through faster, but not at a great way. Oh well. Probably fine. We're probably getting enough carbon dioxide now for now. Yeah, we are. Resin. Struggling on the urea, I believe. Yeah, just a little bit. Now, there's a few ways we can improve that. What my fear is if we do this improvement, it's going to make things a little bit trickier, but I don't care. Sure enough, we are not going to be having enough ammonia, but now we should have a shortage of something else. Yeah, hydrogen gas seems to be plummeting immediately. So hopefully we can steal some hydrogen gas from here. But it doesn't look easy. Looks like these aren't going. Okay. Where can we steal hydrogen gas from? Oh no, it looks to be actually all fine now. Maybe it was just a little bit of a delay. Carbon dioxide, still problematic. I like how it has like this big long line of charcoal, and we're just like, oh man, if only I had some more carbon dioxide. But where would I get it from? The real question. Well, actually, let's output priority that way. Where's this going, actually? That could be a problem. That indeed could be a problem. So what I'd like to do is also split this charcoal to be up this way. So that way we don't really have a huge problem for long. Now these are slow. That's bad times. But we can make good times. Good times are my favorite times. And likewise, these are also slow because I stuck onto red inserters for far, far too long when I should have skipped straight to stack inserters when I didn't. That's okay though. Now we do have a little bit of a problem with too much carbon dioxide through those pipes. Might be okay, but let's just not risk it and pull another pipe out this way. In fact, I don't think we can be sure about anything not being risked, because clearly we're not getting enough carbon dioxide through these pipes. Should be now, or at the very least should be some semblance of enough. No, probably not actually. Okay, let's kick that back a notch. Let's see if we can put them into here, into the back side of it. That should hopefully help. Except for the fact it's ammonia that's some problems because not enough nitrogen gas. Okay, well that's actually not a problem. That looks like a problem, but it's not, because we can just chuck speed modules in here. We've got 1,000,000 speed modules. It's not a problem. Done. Lots of nitrogen gas now when it feels like it. Science is at 81%. If we are lucky, we can get 20% by the end of today. I don't think that's possible, but we'll try. Okay, and resin is filling up, which is good. So we can swing that round to Big Blue, which is... Where's Big Blue? Where is Big Blue? I've just lost like a very important part of my factory. That's not great. Big Blue is down... No. It's up here. Okay, we found it. Ooh, that was worrying. Now we just got to figure out how to get to it. And I immediately lost it again because I've forgotten where I saw it last. How do I lose something? I literally call it Big Blue. How do I lose something called Big Blue? It's big! It's blue. It's there. Okay, so it's directly east of me now. Okay, cool. And my resin is right there. So let's move up to here and then swing straight east. Just do a little bit of a shove just to get it still going in the right direction. And we're almost at Big Blue now. Just want to put a pump here. I feel like it's the right thing to do. I should hopefully... I don't know where else that resin's going, but wherever it's going, I'm sure that it's going to be in a good place. The point is I know that I wouldn't be destroying any resin. Oh god, if I find out that I'm destroying resin, I just quit the game right here. Probably not, but, you know, we'll see. Even with that, we are still kinda good for resin. So my rubber should be made pretty decently. Yeah, they're all running. In fact, resin's going on all of them. The only thing that would improve it is probably do some offsetting, which I can do that now. It's not like I even really need to do this though. I don't really need the modules anyway. They're just nice to have. I mean, I use them pretty aggressively now because I've got so many of them. And when it comes to it, I might just grab everything and just chuck it in a big ball and launch into space. Oh, another rocket just launched. Neat. Good job, rockets. And in the short time that I'm going to be waiting here, what percent does it get up to? It gets up to 10%. Okay, that's pretty quick actually. Oh yeah, I did need modules, didn't I? The whole point was I didn't have the resin for... Okay, so let's speed this up by offsetting some of these. It creates space science. Okay, it depends what you're launching it with. If you're launching it with satellites in it, it gives you space science like it does in the base game. Space science allows you to create infinite researches. So, you know, space science is usually sort of good, but you don't really need it. Also, if I put a different component in it, like one of these, it puts me one step closer to winning. But I need 200,000 space science to research FTL technology. So that's why I'm so eager to launch rockets right now. Just because if I can launch the rockets, I know I'm one step closer to the end. Because after this technology, there's one more to go, and then I am done! And I am so excited! Not that I don't love the game, of course, but it'd be good to... Why is this not making lots? It'd be good to get done. Aluminium is bad right now. Pray tell, how aluminium be bad? I thought we had aluminium absolutely on lock. What the heck, aluminium? I am coming for you, aluminium. If you don't have a problem with you, then I will cry. You better believe there will be tears streaming down my face. Oh, silicon is a problem. Okay. Um... Okay, there's no tears, but there is concern. He says, realizing a shit ton of aluminium is coming now. Why was there a hold? Okay. Um... Okay, we're going to do something else here. We're going to do the elusive fourth line. And what the plan is going to be, we're going to do some wire circuitry here. And this might not be a good idea, but it's also going to be a bad idea because I don't have any copper cables on me right now. So let's go get some copper cables and then let's actually do my plan. Oh my goodness, where is copper? You know, copper's down here. I know where copper is. No, there's a copper ring. No, there is copper down here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in myself. Okay. So let's do some wiring. So the plan is if the full lines are... I don't even remember where silicon is now. If, for instance, everything down here is full, then we actually want to have a third line happening. So we will do something like this. By something like this, I mean exactly this. And this line is going to look at something. This line is going to say... I did not need to make another one. If these are all going to be read belt contents. Hello. And this is enable disable. Okay, so if silicon ingots is equal to 8, 16, well, we've got, what's 6 times 8? 48. If it's equal to 48, then it should run. Is my math wrong? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Yeah, it should be 48. Okay, if it's greater than 40, how about that? Oh, there should be hold. Derp. Okay. Wait, equal to 40. It shouldn't it be 48? Good morning, Solburn. How are you doing? I was watching that run on Pi the other day. That Mr. Viking's Pi. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I see your fears. It's not fears, but I see why people go, oh, it's not as hard as Pi. And I get it. And I'm not doing that because I don't want to die. It is the most terrifying Factorio run I've ever seen. And I was only watching the start of it. I would hate to see how that... Well, actually, I also saw one of his most recent videos. And yeah, no. None of that. I mean, that's valid. Yeah, okay. We will do another one of these as well. No, there is nothing... Yeah, that's absolutely right. But I always thought of someone... Yeah, I may have seen it slightly wrong. I thought people were like, well, if you think this is hard, you should check Pi. It's like, no. Pi can just... Like, just seeing him in episode 1, realizing what he needs just to make red science, and I was like, I don't want to play this mod. This mod looks scary. Okay, so aluminium was kind of bad, but now it should be fixed with all the silicon we have coming in. When it all arrives anyway. When it gets around to it. Oh, thank you. I was worried that I was less of a cat. It's something that I tell my wife I'm worried about every day. D2? Yeah, D2 is just blimmin' rocketing. You know what else is rocketing? Rockets. So if I look up space science and actually click on it, like in the last hour we've launched 11. So that's 20 rockets for the session, I imagine. Which of course after that means we don't really have to worry about space anymore. I can almost start making the last little bits and just waiting for the FTL to be done. Which of course we all know that's going to take a little while. I don't know what I'm going to do while it's making yellow science. Do a variety show, do a little dance, do a pen and paper role-playing game. I don't know. I'm not doing any of those things. I don't know how the heck I do a variety show. Maybe we just watch YouTube videos and do reacts. No one wants that. I assume no one wants that. I don't want that. Looks like blue chips failed for a little while, probably because of lack of aluminium. That is double everything to make it go faster. I mean, at this point, what? Oh, actually, where's my tungsten, boys? Yeah, I would. That's what I was worried about. Soul burn. I mean, UPS is at 37. I figured that if every 2 hours of play, I get about 1 hour of play of Factorio these days. It's a little bit less than that. Oh, sorry, a little bit more than that, but not much more. So tungsten was supposed to be good now, and it's not, and I don't know why. So I intend to find out. It's cobalt, isn't it? It's bloody cobalt. Yep. I hate being right sometimes. Okay, so it's the limestone. For some reason, limestone is not coming through very fast. You know what? I got a lot of limestone that I could totally use. I could use this limestone. I'm going to use that limestone. What? How do I think physics works, honestly? Okay, great. I think Gims just likes to come up with hilarious suggestions and just see if I fall for them. I know he's actually been quite genuine, but I swear he's just like, let's see if he falls for this plan. He is the devil on my shoulder, it seems. Okay, sorry, I'll go pick them up. No littering. Ooh. Okay. We have a phrase for that in New Zealand. It's called being a tidy Kiwi. I am, not even joking. Maybe that's something I need to put into my streams. You know, go back, stop littering, and just always remember to be a tidy Kiwi. Okay, so maybe the end of this base, what I should do is just build warehouses and just disassemble the entire base. Put it all into warehouses. That would be a hilarious way to end the run. I'm not doing that. Nor am I nuking it as someone else suggested. Because New Zealand is nuclear free. So, someone was telling me about a D&D game they're playing at the moment. And they're in hell and they've all got like hell bikes. And then they were fighting against werehogs. I'm like, tell me these were pig people that were also motorbikes. They weren't, unfortunately. I was very disappointed. Put it all back into home. Home what? Oh, you mean home rock? Yeah, Gims. Why must you torment me like this? I know what I did wrong. I feel nothing but remorse. Ah. Well played, sir. Well played. We probably need to speed this up. Besides, the home rock isn't nearly big enough for that. That's okay. What I think I need, aside from more cobalt, is more cobalt. What is that one doing? Not much. Okay, it's fine. We'll do another split. No, we don't need to do a split. Oh, nice! Oh, surrounded by biters. I wasn't quite finished reading that sentence before I said, oh, nice, clearly. What is it with biters and oil fields? I'm just gonna ask that question. Like, they always hang around oil fields. Like, what is their problem, man? Oh, well, let's rotate that, rotate that, rotate that. That and uranium. They also like uranium. Wait, hang on. How are you gonna make flamethrowers if you don't have the oil? Or do you already have oil from somewhere else? They got two already got separate oil. Okay, that makes a lot more sense if I think about it. That makes sense. I guess even biters get thirsty. Okay, we need a few more of these rubites. Absolute rubite. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so the flamers are ready to go, and then it's just like, hey, welcome, friend, would you like some of this oil? And you go, yeah, you know what, I would like some. It's like, what do you use it for anyway? It's like, oh, you'll see. Okay, see, now it makes this uh, fuel oil? Heavy oil? I think it's heavy oil. It's like, it makes heavy oil. Oh, cool, what do you do with that? Clunk. You'll find out. I don't know how to hold a gun, by the way. You'll find out. And then you just burn them alive. And they go, ah, this is what we were warned about. We should have never trusted people. It's a good dream. The only good biter is a dead biter. Or a biter that turned into crystals, I suppose. They're good. I like those biters. I mean, you crush them into crystals. That's nice. I actually know there's zoo biters. I don't know, it's confusing. Okay, so let's go check yellow science again. I know we could have just taken the map there, but I like to walk down. Make them into food for the poor. Could do that too. It's a good suggestion. The poor would love to eat biters. Well, I would love to eat biters. Okay, so... Yeah, but I mean, it's sort of like, you know how they used to be lobsters were like food for the poor? Like they'd feed prisoners lobsters because it was like a poor man's food. It's like that. We do not make tungsten fast enough still. Like there is a slowdown happening right now. And despite the fact I thought we were making tungsten fast enough, we're just not. And we're going to need a lot of it, so... I got some good news and bad news for you, Gims. We're not going to double the size of the factory, but we are going to make more tungsten. So I know it's not quite what you were requesting, but it's better than... Actually, it's not even tungsten, it's the problem. It was cobalt, wasn't it? Uh... Who wouldn't want to eat a toothfish? It sounds awesome. Although it does remind me of the blobfish, which is... You know, I never did connect more acid. Probably should get onto that. The toothfish sounds like an amazing fish. I kind of need to check it up now. Hang on. Let me just look up the toothfish. Uh, toothfish. Oh, sorry. Chilean sea bass. Let's see. He looks alright. I wouldn't call him a toothfish. He seems reasonable. I really need to actually have a browser thing installed so people can see what I'm looking at browsing. Doublet is a Factorio meme, that is a good point. So we've walked straight past the cobalt production. You know, actually, how's chrome going in the way of cobalt? Because got a lot of cobalt here. Hmm. That was a few of the ingots. Main sea urchins were called whore's eggs. Well, that's just not good times for anyone. No one's having a good time with that. Like, what were they thinking? No. Oh, I mean, you know what? It is to some people, but not me. But then again, I don't like seafood, so I guess it wasn't working for me either way. Let's just speed some of these things up. And that probably needs to be faster too. Probably that as well. I do like seafood. Well, yeah, seafood is just anything I eat. Oh no, that is the best joke. Aside from when I thought my catchphrase should be "see for yourself." Uh, didn't know what to do with it, so I never used it. I'd say you can have that, but then you'd be having my name. So you can't have that. Yeah, okay, that I like that one a lot actually. It's silly. Uh, yeah, that's quite a long time. I'm wondering how long I've used SeiferKatt for. Probably about the same time actually now that I think about it. You can Google that name and find all sort of remnants on the internet. You know, some sort of weeb. Surely something embarrassing there, but whatever. That's life. Yeah, Soulburn666 is one heck of a name for internet gaming. I'm not going to ask how old you were when you came up with it, but I'd assume not that old. Seems edgy. Oh, 666 because of Twitch? Soulburn was already taken, huh? Those bastards. If I see Soulburn original, I'll let you know. It always sucks, well, I guess it doesn't happen anymore with this name, but it sucks when someone's taking your name and then they never even use the service. So it's like, I used to have an old name, which is why I changed SeiferKatt, because people kept using my name. And it was like, I'd sign up, and they're like, oh, that name's already in use. Do you want to add a number to it? I'm like, no. It's not my name. What? Why would you take my name? Okay, well, that's actually not going fast enough. That needs to be faster. I mean, I suppose there's always a possibility that someone could take my name when I'm doing YouTube or Twitch stuff, but that would be... It'd be an absolute power play, that's what it would be. Nothing I could do about it if they did it, but whatever. Okay, so this is pushing. What are these for? What is that for? Oh, some lithium stuff. Okay. Huh. Oh man, okay. I forget Twitch used to have another name. Justin TV is just... seems like a very dull name. But I wasn't doing... I wasn't really watching Twitch stuff back then. Oh, Justin TV stuff, I suppose. Back then. I think the first stream I ever watched was I was like browsing 4chan and someone was like, hey, I'm going to be playing the original XCOM, come watch. And I was like, hell yeah, I want to watch some rando on 4chan play XCOM. And it was before 4chan became like an absolute bastion of depravity. Like, it was still a bastion of depravity. Because, you know, 4chan was always 4chan. But it wasn't that bad yet. And I just watched this guy play XCOM for a very long time, and it was like, yeah, it was a good time. And then I just never thought about anyone streaming ever again. Also, this has got... Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I was younger. I was there for some of the depravity, let's be honest. You know, one can never say when you're younger, oh, no, I'm not here for the depravity. I was there for some of it, because, of course I was. Well, that's fine, I was younger, you know? You have to expect some level of depravity when you're younger. But I certainly wasn't up to the level of depravity they were up to, but that's okay. Nice. That's... I think, like, internet nicknames are just absolutely fascinating things. Like, everyone's got... Well, not everyone, but most people have got a story on why they have the name they use. And I think it's just, like, this really fascinating bit of internet culture. Just like, why do you call yourself this? And there's always like a, well, there's a story by a... not the favorite song, but hey, look, it was the name you were able to get, right? Now these are actually a little slow now. But yeah, as one of my most fascinating parts of internet culture is where people got usernames from. Like, there's usually a story, and it's usually embarrassing to some degree, and that's, you know, or it's like, this is just, you know, it's the first three letters of my name with the last three letters of my middle name. You're like, huh, okay then. Like, you went with your real name, huh? Me, I just like cats. You know, and bad spelling. Alright, so hopefully we've improved tungsten. We've been messing around with it for a while, and I wandered off because I forgot why I was there. Uh, yeah, exactly. I like cats and I'm on the internet. What a bloody surprise, right? I know it's a rare combination. I mean, who the heck likes cats on the internet? It's freaking strange, that's what that is. Okay, this seems to have been improved significantly, which is super exciting. Could always improve the powder mixes, but I don't think I care enough. It also appears that these are going very slowly. And they need to go faster. Oof. But you know, it's a branding thing, and it's always important, I think, to have a good personal brand. I've been teaching this for a little while because I've been thinking about it. It was like after a Brian David Gilbert video, BDG video, where he's like talking about your personal brand. I know it was like a stupid, dumb skit because it was BDG, but it's like, yeah, you gotta make sure your brand is on point, because otherwise, if you manage your brand badly, you get like gifts from coworkers that you're just like, oh, you have no idea who I am. So you manage a good brand, and it's easier. So, for instance, you know, whenever there's like a Secret Santa thing at work, someone's like, "Oh man, I got Seif. I don't know what the heck Seif likes," and I know I've managed my brand well. People are like, "Just get him cat things." Like, you could tell me what you like, but you know, if you're in a workplace that has like, say, 20 people or more, and you're doing a Secret Santa thing, then it's just, you know, you struggle. So you make sure that your workstation has cats on it. So like for my case, obviously not yours if you don't like cats, but I make sure my workstation's got cats on it. And then like, if people are responding with like image macros or memes, you put a cat meme in there and people are like, that bastard loves cats, you know? And then you get two things happen, and they're both great things. One is people get you things that you like for Christmas, just cats, funny fat cats, and I'm like, sure, you know what, this is branding. And two, people, especially with cats, people are like, hey, Seif, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, you like cats, right? And I'm like, yeah, and they're like, hang on, and they pick up their phone, and I'm like, I don't know what's about to happen, but I assume it's going to be about a cat. And they're like, look at my cat. I'm like, oh, you know, and it's you can enjoy the person's cat, which out of context is going to sound weird, but you know, then you get to see a cat, and I am always pleased with that result. That's the result I want in my life. Yeah, I mean, that works fine for friends, and I kind of do the same thing, but for workmates, when you're like sitting in a meeting and, you know, your manager or whatever is like, okay, guys, so Christmas is coming up. I love Christmas. I was thinking, how about we do a Secret Santa? And I'm thinking, I don't want to do a Secret Santa. Like, I don't like this. And then everyone, he's like, please, no one say anything positive. And then, like, immediately, four people go, oh, that sounds like a great idea. I'll help organize it. And you're just like, uh. Now, you could say, I'm not joining a Secret Santa. You could. But then you're the dick who didn't want to join a Secret Santa. And so you kind of have to. That's not the worst. Like, oh, jeez. Look on the left. What am I missing? Uh, Also, hello to Goo. What am I missing below me? Yeah, what about them? What's wrong with them? Check my Discord. Why, what are you doing? Hey! It's your cat. Awesome. They aren't needed? Why not? Oh, I see. Yeah, I get that. That's funny. Okay, look. You want the base a bit cleaner? I can do that for you. Look, thank you very much for the cat picture, Dagu. Oh man, guys, if you want to see a picture of Dagu's cat, I guess you'd have to join my Discord. There's no other way around it. You don't have to, I'm just kidding. But also totally serious. It's a good cat. No worries, mate. Sorry, I was a little bit oblivious there. I was like, what a shame. How would you see a picture of a cat? Boy, it's looking cute right now. It looked actually kind of angry. did you throw it into a Coke box or did it get there on its own? And you like get out of the Coke box, it's like, so that's what it looks like. It looks like it doesn't want to leave or it didn't want to be here in the first place. Yeah, look, I'll do the spiel if I should join the Discord later, but hey, look, I'm here now. Join the Discord because when I'm done with SeaBlock, I'm going to take a month off Factorio, and what I do, it's kind of up to people. I'm thinking either Stellaris or Civilization, but I'm really not sure. Okay, so this is 2,500 yellow science in 5 minutes. That's pretty damn good. 6. I was actually thinking of doing like running the Māori civilization just because, hey, look, I'm a New Zealander. I'm not Māori, of course. I am a European or Pākehā, as I am known in this country. I don't need to hide this from you. I'm very white. Um, did you just laugh? Okay, she's laughing at me being white again. Oh, you know what? Just, I see a couple of things lying on the ground. Oh, once the bots go away. Yellow will never back up. I wish yellow backs up, but yellow will never actually back up. Ha ha. To go. You're white too. Don't give me that shit. It'd be good if it was actually backed up. Oh, it's backed up because it's trying to go into a chest where purple is. So... I can't hide it. I mean, I'm on camera. Like, what am I going to do? Say I'm not white? It's a confusing message to send. Yeah, so yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's just poor planning on my part. Also, I had a plan for these buffer warehouses. There was a bad plan and we're going to get rid of them. Okay, so let's just get rid of those. Yes, I'm white. Live with it. You live with it every day. I say you're forced to, but... Yeah, I mean, kind of forced to. When that lockdown ends, ho-ho, then we'll see. Please don't leave. Okay, we're just cleaning up a little bit of the things on the ground, because I know Soulburn doesn't like that. And I've got to be a tidy Kiwi, as I've already discussed today. Now, well, power was going pretty high. Doesn't look like we had power. Please don't leave me. Oh, I'd say baby don't hurt me, but, you know, there's a lot of physical assaults happening in this house, and it's not from me. She'll tell my friends it is me, but it was so great. So my wife and I play a lot of board games, and of course, when you play a lot of board games, you've got to invite friends around to play said board games. Absolutely. Yep. And so when we're playing games, she's not... I don't want to say she's competitive. Like, yeah, she'll try to win, but she's not like... Winning is not everything. It's... Yeah, it's very important to me that winning is not everything because I lose a lot. Aww. to go. I haven't seen my friends in ages, if that makes you feel any better. But, so when my friends were playing board games with her for the first time, they were just seeing her being like really mean to me, and they're like, oh shit, like, is this what this relationship is like? And they were kind of worried for me, and I'm like, no, we're just having fun. Like, there's actually no malice here. But it took one of my friends a little while, and you know what? I'm pretty happy that he was like genuinely concerned. That, yeah, that's very nice of him. Huh? That's on him? I'm about to get food. Probably either that actually took away my little food bowl and I'm not getting food, in which case it was the most devious of tricks. But yeah, so she's just like really mean to you while playing board games, and it's all in good fun. At least that's what I tell myself while I cry myself to sleep. And yeah, my friends are just like, is everything okay here? And I was like, yeah, this is fine. We are having problems with hydrogen gas not being expelled fast enough. Which we can... Thank you. Oh, almonds! She's absolutely giving me a plate of dry food. Does that show up? Hang on. Gonna hold it up. Yeah, I got a plate of dry food. I can just... That's weird. What? I know. Dagu said she's put out a bowl of dry food for you to snack on until you get proper wet food. But I've already had my wet food. It was Mexican rice. It was very good. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of top-up valves. And that should push the hydrogen away from there. Anyway, almonds. Very happy. Love almonds. Then we're going to do a top-up valve that way as well. So that should get through the chlorine gas. So now it's just going to get through the hydrogen chlorine gas. Almonds are pretty good. I do like them. I wasn't sure about them for a while. You know, because, you know, they say you can never trust an almond. But over time, I've learned to love an almond. I've learned to love almonds specifically. And we're going to put that there as well. And that should get that sorted. Pecans? You know, I'm not a big fan of I don't know if I'm a big fan of pecans. I don't remember eating pecans. Macadamias are good. Sorry? When have I eaten pecans? Oh, they made me confused as walnuts, I've been informed. I like Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are pretty good. Oh, another rocket is launching. Let's see how many percent we get this time. Last time we got to 10%. I'm a little bit worried about my heat shielding, actually. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know why, but I've heard you shouldn't eat a lot of Brazil nuts, but they are tasty. Okay, so how far does it get before it stops? 7, 9, 11, 12. I can't count numbers. Damn, it gets pretty far, actually. Okay, it gets 28% before stopping, and it stops because lack of fuel. However, heat shielding was not far behind. Oh. Isn't selenium the stuff that... Okay. So, the book World War Z, I'm pretty sure selenium is the sort of parasite the zombies have that make them all go, you know, all rah and stuff. Yeah, all rah and stuff is about as complicated a description as you get from me today. It might be selenium, I don't know. The point is, the movie World War Z is the worst movie, and it made me very upset. It was pretty bad. And I'm about to tell that story, don't you worry. So, I really liked the book World War Z, and I was super excited for a movie because, you know, I clearly hadn't learned that movie versions of a book that you love is going to be bad. But anyway, super excited. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be a great movie. And look, World War Z was not great. It wasn't. It was everything I wanted to see in World War Z I did not see in that movie, and it was rather disappointing. I was pretty upset about it. And then I was like, well, okay. And then my friends were like, hey, we're going to go see another movie. Do you want to watch it with us? And I'm like, sure, why not? Like, I've already seen one bad movie today. Like, it can't be worse than this movie, I thought. Anyway, so that was the day I watched After Earth, which was a worse movie. I Yeah, so I saw After Earth immediately after seeing World War Z, and I was just like, well, shit. My wife just said, and that's why I turned out the way I am. Yeah, so it was pretty, it was not a great day for me. Also, I want to not have that happen. So yeah, it just went from bad to worse. And if anyone likes After Earth, one, I'm sorry, you are wrong, and two, what the heck, really? But you are wrong, so it's fine. So that was just a bad movie day for me. I don't watch a lot of movies, so you know, I made a real big commitment to go watch 2 movies in one day there, and then because World War Z and After Earth. Some people are like, yeah, it's not that bad a movie. No, it was. It was that bad. It's like, huh? What? No, After Earth was a bad movie. Do I do I not like Jaden Smith? Honestly, okay, okay. So I knew nothing about this movie going into it. So one, I didn't know who Jaden Smith is because I don't really watch a lot of movies, so I don't know actors. That's fine. But the best part of it is one, I didn't know it was an M. Night Shyamalan film. I know how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real. I know that, but I don't know who Jaden Smith is looking at him. My wife is wondering where I'm going to go with this one. So I didn't know it was an M. Night Shyamalan film. Okay? That's one thing. And so it was like directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I've heard enough about your films to know they're pretty bad. And then the biggest then came the M. Night Shyamalan twist, which was starring Will Smith. And I said, that was Will Smith? I didn't know Will Smith was in the movie. I watched the entire movie and did not realize the dad was Will Smith. Because when I see Will Smith, I expect him to be like, you know, Men in Black, or like Wiki Wiki Wild Wild West, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't expect grimdark, I kill things because I have no fear. So I didn't know it was Will Smith. Like, if you see a picture of Will Smith when he's not being like the little bit of a beard and go like mustache thing going on, how do you know that's Will Smith? Because that's how I suck at identifying people. So I didn't realize it was Will Smith, and so that was the M. Night Shyamalan twist from that movie. My wife is not impressed. It's true though. That was the M. Night Shyamalan twist. No one saw that one coming.
You didn't see that one.
How could?
Everybody else saw that. Everybody's waiting to
I have no excuse. I just didn't recognize him. Yeah, no, don't worry, Solvern. My wife has very loudly declared that M. Night Shyamalan has some good films.
yes.
Sixth Sense, I understand, is good. I've never seen it. Um, That's a good film. Is there another good film? I don't know. There is another good film. I've been told there's another good film. Look. Sixteenth is okay once. Unfortunately, I already know the twist. So, it's not a very good M. Night Shyamalan twist if you already know the twist. We need more methane. Okay, she's gone back into the room now. She's absolutely disgusted with me now. Yeah, so I won't like it. There you go. Good to know that I don't need to watch that movie now. I just don't get around to watching very many movies. I'd like to say I don't have the time, but I probably do. I just don't do it. Okay, so we've got synth gas over here and hydrogen gas. So can we turn some of that into methane? He made The Last Airbender. Oh, yeah, yes he did. I am aware of that one. I am a pretty big Avatar fan, and I am well aware he made The Last Airbender. Oh boy, I haven't seen it. Well, so far no one said another good movie. And I'd like to know if there is another good movie. It's worse rated than After Earth. Oh, no. I don't need that in my life. I absolutely do not need anything that's worse rated than After Earth. Why can we not have methane? How can methane be real if our eyes aren't real? Because advanced chemical plants, okay. Well, that looks like a good place for them right here. Oh god, I mean, I've read enough, like I haven't read much, but I've read enough about the travesty that is The Last Airbender to know I do not want any part of that. I need blue catalysts. How am I going to get blue catalysts from? Oh, like, wait, hang on. Hold up, wait a minute. I've done this like right there maybe. Might get them from there. What the hell? I almost constructed this and then just stopped at the last moment? Who does that? Yeah? Oh, it's just not connected. Really? Okay, so Sixth Sense is good, everything else is crap is what I'm hearing. Okay. So it looks like I have actually done this setup before, and then I just forgot about it and never connected it properly. That's some good Factorio right there. Again, Wee Bowl I only know from him making video game movies that were bad, and I've never watched any of them, so I've really got no opinion of them. All I know is at some point he was trying to fight people who said his movies were bad, and I thought, come on man, just have bad movies, it's fine. Sorry? No, we're talking about Wee Bowl. Or Wee Ball, I don't know how to say his name, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Ball. Or Ball. Another director. Hmm? Wee Ball? Uweboll. He made a lot of video game movies. And then when game reviewers said he was bad, he offered to fight them. Like in a boxing match. I think he did actually fight people in a boxing match. I think that did actually happen. So, you know, it's always good when you get to fight someone in a boxing match because someone said you were bad. You know, if anyone says my Twitch stream is bad, I'll fight you. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I will not fight anyone. I'll fight my wife, okay? She coughed. I assume that she wants me to fight. I don't know. I'm not going to fight my wife either, because she'll win. What? I know I'm not going to survive any fight. I'm a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay, well, they got an ooh, so I guess that's good. Anyway, moving on. Science is at 89%. That's pretty good. Heat shielding is coming in pretty well. The slowdown is with black processing modules. Interesting. And just E and F. Oh, no, it's not E and F, no. It's just, there's no more. After D is fast light propulsion systems. Then we're done. Then we just need one more science and we're bloody done with this game. And I could not be more excited. I could be more excited, but I'm not going to be. I chose not to be. I don't know where they're going, so off you go. Ow, got hit by a train. It's fine. Aluminium? Why is aluminium slow? Okay, well, you know what we're not seeing? We're not seeing efficiencies here. That's not okay. We've got to use efficiencies. Also, we probably need to check why aluminium's slow. That's probably relevant. I'll find out after I'm done with this bit. Okay, then speed module, speed module, speed module, speed module, speed module, speed module. Nope. Productivity. Okay, so that should have improved things a little bit around here. And of course, they probably need to have not the really slow, janky reds. I said efficiency, you're right. Efficiency is green. Well, I said production efficiency, didn't I? Who knows? I meant to. Missing power on a beacon? Am I? Oh, right you are. Well done. Put a ghost to it. Eventually I'll walk past it and it'll fix it. Okay, what's wrong with aluminium now? It is absolutely wild that people do Factorio speedruns on Twitch and the stream has to be like, hey, you missed power or you didn't do enough of those, or, and I'm just like, how does that make the speedrun legal? I don't know. Okay, it's probably silicon again. Like, how can people live with doing illegal speedruns? That's my question to you. No. This should be stopped. But it's not. Because, oh my goodness, I just figured out why it's not 48. It is 48. That one hasn't been running for a while. That's okay. Meanwhile, production is going a little bit slowly right now. It's a little disappointing. Oh, is it really? Wow, okay, if two of the moderators are the main runners, boy, that's suspicious. Just make the rules however it works for you, huh? Absolutely impartial, I'd imagine. Not that I care too much, I'm not a Factorio speedrunner, but Nifrim's, I think, is the one I'm aware of. These are probably needing to be faster as well. What a surprise. Seif makes things faster because he doesn't know what else to do with his life. Wow, that's fast. Alright. 100% that's also very fast. Given the fact that 100% will probably take me like 20-30 hours. But then again, you've seen how I run this game. So, anyway, that being said, I am sadly done for today. As much as I could keep playing, I do have to stop. I got my... Speaking of nuts, I got my almonds to eat. And I got an almond stuck in my throat, which is always good. But anyway, I am done for today, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today and you're new here, please give a follow, I'd appreciate it. And that way you will not miss out on the next stream. Of course, I do stream the similar times every day, well, not every day, sorry, every week, so you can also check my schedule, and that's pretty accurate because maybe give or take a half an hour or so, and sometimes I do a secret stream on Sundays when no one's looking. Oh gosh, 20 million circuits, that's a lot. But yeah, that's how things go around here. So if you're interested in watching more, then you are absolutely welcome, and I would love you to be around. If you want to watch old episodes, though, you can do that too on youtube.com/SeiferKatt, and that is where I post old episodes. I'm posting out one every 2 days. I've got a backlog of a couple of months. It might catch up eventually, but I really don't hold my breath on that. It'll happen one day. Besides that, I do also have a Discord, which Dagu has posted a picture of his lovely cat. And so if you want to see that cat and chat with me outside of the stream, you can do that by following the link in the About Me page. How many green circuits have I made? That's a good question. They're not called green circuits. I'll find out in a second. And that's also where I'll be asking a question about what is best to do when I am done with this Factorio run, when I take my quick 1-month break. Before returning back to Factorio, of course. What else is there to say? You can also subscribe to me if you do so feel inclined. Do not feel like you have to, but you know, every bit helps, as they say. Then these aren't running very well. That's no one's fault, except mine, I suppose. Oh, it's because blue circuits are crap. Cool. Anyway. Electric circuit, is that what they're called? Okay. If I just type in circuit, there we go. Wow, 9,000 per minute, that's impressive. We have constructed 18 million. We still haven't constructed 20 million other things, huh? I like how we've constructed more electric circuits than we have basic circuit boards. Like, you need a basic circuit board for an electronic circuit, but because of production modules, I've made an extra 2 million of them. It's pretty funny. Anyway, that is me. I am done for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone.